Good morning. How you guys doing today? I first want to start the day off by just thanking my subscribers for subscribing and taking the time out of your day to leave a comment, things like that, hitting that like button. I really value your comments, and I really appreciate that you value the information that I'm giving you. I want to encourage you, new subscribers, those that are watching, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment because it helps out the channel. And I like to know uh, your feedback. Well, anyway, today I want to talk to the box truck drivers. You know, I've said before in my previous videos that I drove box trucks before, and I still do, not necessarily drive them, but I operate as a carrier along with my warehouse shipping center. And I want to get into the do's and the don'ts, the pros and the cons. I also want to get into in the future long haul versus local, things like that, and all the different areas that uh, you can work your box truck to maximize the potential of your box truck. Uh, I was very local. I also did long haul, but after I did the math, running local worked for me. And to each his own. And there's different lanes for everybody. But after doing the math, I realized that I can make a lot of money local. And after you know running under somebody for about 3 4 years, not just somebody, a big company here in my area, and that I learned some valuable information, you know, and I kept my eyes open, and I wanted to grow my business because not only was I just looking short term, I was looking very long term. Because in my dream and my goal and my desire was to be able to do all things logistics, and I'm talking about freight forwarding, uh, brokerage, uh, warehousing, shipping and receiving, and things like that. All things logistics, warehouse logistics, and even final mile, hot shot, and things like that. But what I want to do today is just let you know, um, if you in the box truck division, push it and push it hard, and keep your eyes open, and be attentive, be very attentive, and be very safe, and uh, study your craft, learn what the manufacturers do. And this is if you want to move forward in logistics. Learn what the manufacturers do. Learn what the responsibility of the freight forwarder is. Learn what the details of the broker's assignment. Even learn what dispatching does. Because your main goal shouldn't just be to deliver freight, to pick up freight, and to deliver freight. It should be to be a carrier. You start off as an independent contractor unless you are driving um, somebody else's truck, or you're assigned to a shipper that hires your truck. But you start off as an independent contractor, and then the next move from there is to become a carrier. And to be a carrier, there's certain certifications that you need. And what is a carrier? It's a step up in moving freight. Because as a carrier, you're operating on your own, and you have contracts, and so you have several contracts, and the places that has contract you, basically the freight forwarder or the shipping warehouses in your community. What they would do is they would send you quotes alongside uh, with other carriers, and you would send your quotes back in, and the best quote would win. And you have to have a rate sheet. You have to be TSA certified. You have to be custom certified. You need a twig card. You have to have a certain amount of insurance. Your truck or trucks, because as a carrier, you want more than one truck, and you want a couple of drivers, and your trucks have to meet DOT standards and regulations and things like that. But these are some of the things I want to get into in the future. But today, what I want to talk about is maximizing your box truck, getting the full potential out of your box truck, because there's so many things that you can do that's not just related to your route. And I want to share with you some of the things that I did. Now, these extras that I'm going to give you that could benefit you, it really only works for the local delivery guy, because if you're over the road, it's kind of hard to establish, what I'm going to tell you. Now, one thing that I used to do in my box truck on the weekends, a lot of times this is little hustles, and I hate to use the word hustles, but little additives that you can do on the weekends or at night. And if it produces and it costs for you to spend more time in that area, that's even better. Now, one thing that I did with my box trucks was that I would visit the local furniture stores that didn't have a delivery truck or a delivery driver. And I would get flyers together and cards together, and I would go visit them, and I'd give them my flyers and my cards, and I would establish a rate. At the time that I did it, I would my rates were $80 for a 30 mile radius, because most delivery most furniture stores, their customers are about 30-mile radius. It's very seldom where you have a customer that's 150, 80 miles away or something like that. But most of them are 30-mile radiuses. And so I would pass out my flyers to the local furniture stores and introduce myself. And they would be glad to have you deliver furniture for them, because that's one of the problems that they have. Some customers will come in to buy furniture, but they didn't have anybody to deliver it. So I would put my flyers in there, and on the weekends I would come to the store or get a phone call, and I would come to the store, and I have 5 or 6 deliveries. So 5 deliveries times $80 is $400, and most of the deliveries were pretty easy. 2 items, 2 to 3 items, a sectional a couch, a table with some chairs and things like that. And if it was ever something that needed to be assembled, then we would charge them an assembly price, and that assembly price was like $50 an assembly, and that worked out pretty good, to the place where I had to put a truck there full time, and put 2 workers there full time, and during the week, daily, I would do about $400-$500 a day, and then on the weekend, we would do $800 to $1,200, and that was always cash money. That's a good place to start at. Another thing that I would do with my box trucks or a box truck, I would go to local apartments, and I would go inside and talk to the management. Now, local apartments, they have, or any apartment, they have appliances that don't work, or they're old, or there's something wrong with them. And a lot of times they have to store those appliances in the mechanic room, which is never, or the maintenance room, which is never a huge spot. The square footage is always pretty much small. Most of them are like 10 by 10, like a little storage. And they'll be happy to have you come and pick those appliances up. And what I would do with those appliances, once I would pick them up, I would either stage them in a location or in a small storage or something. And then after that, once I got enough, I'll run it to the local scrap yard. And a truckload like that would get you, let's see, say you got a 16-footer. A truckload of appliances, washers, dryers, and refrigerators. And so, on a weekend, that probably put another $400 in your pocket, And believe it or not, I had about, I'm gonna say about 8 apartments that I service. And like I said, they'd be more than happy to have you come remove that dunnage away for them, because they gotta figure out how to scrap it themselves. And then most of the maintenance workers, they get tired of moving that stuff back and forward, trying to make room and all that. And then what I did too, I always formed a relationship with the maintenance man, because he would always store it away somewhere. Give me a call when it's time to pick it up. And another thing that I would do, I would ride around the local apartments. And this is a hustle. This is a hustle right here. I would ride around the local apartments and just hit the trash cans on Saturdays, right? On Saturdays, mainly, and also on the 1st and 3rd and the 15th in the end of the month. And so often, appliances would be at the trash cans, and I would put those trash cans in the truck, either go stash them or go run them to the local scrap yard. And that's another thing that I would do. And another thing that I would do. So I used to deliver for Amazon at night. I would do my local daily run, and then at night I would drive a lane for Amazon. And if anybody's familiar with Amazon, that is another place where you can put your box truck. Now, only thing I don't like about running my box truck at Amazon is that they don't pay a whole lot, but they run you. And I think they pay $1 and something a mile. And if you're going to run with Amazon, I found out that you don't want to run no distance. You want to run local. And anyway, so when I was working for Amazon, I noticed that everybody's truck was dirty. Just think about it. You're a box truck driver. You know by now that very seldom do you have the time or the strength or the desire to clean your own box truck. So a light went off. I'm like, man, everybody's box truck is dirty. So I went and bought me a pressure washer. And it doesn't have to be a big pressure washer. And I would meet box truck drivers, and I would pressure wash their truck. And it's just an outside detail. Most of it is just spraying the dirt off of it, because when you take a box truck to the truck stop car wash, they don't do much to it. So I just did what they did, sprayed it down. If it got grease on it, I had my little degreaser, spray that on there and spray that truck down. And most of the time that's a $60, $80 gain. And a lot of times on the weekends I do 5 to 8 of those jobs. So there's always different things that you can do with your box truck outside of running your route. Another thing that I did with my box trucks was that I would go around to the apartments. Again, the apartments. Very lucrative at the apartments. I would go around to the apartments and go to the management, and I'd give them my flyers. Say, hey, if you guys need somebody to move your residence, please give me a call. And I would leave my flyers there, and you'll get phone calls here and there on the 1st, on the end of the month, on the middle of the month, and that's another. The way I charge was $199 an hour per man, right? And some customers you had to give them a little break depending on what their finances were. So that's another thing that I did. I moved residents at apartments, and another thing that I would do would take my flyers, to local storages. You'll be surprised how many people at the storages don't want to rent, like such as U-Haul or a U-Haul storage, or your just your local storage, and they might have U-Haul trucks out there, but a lot of their customers don't want to move their own stuff. You leave your flyers there, you leave your cards there, and then you make you make acquaintance with the manager, property manager, and you'll be surprised how many phone calls that you would get. And another thing that I would do, my local convenience stores. Now, I know you guys been to convenience stores often, and you would see Lay's potato chip deliver. You would see Coca-Cola come and deliver, Bear's bread and things like that. But a lot of times, the store owner or store manager has to go do bulk pickups. They don't like doing that. So I would introduce myself to the convenience store manager or owner, give them my business card, give them my flyer, say, hey, anytime you need a pickup or so, I'll be happy to go do those pickups for you. And you'll be surprised that they'll give you a call. Hey, I got 20, 30, 40 cases of sodas. Can you go pick this up for me? Some of the stores even would send me out to pick up little coolers and things like that. And that was lucrative. So, you got a box truck. You just got to come up with other ways, because I know you have found out. If you've been in the business longer than a year, you know by now that there's a slow season, right? You know there's a slow season. And if your truck ain't moving, you're not making the money. So you just have to be creative, creative. And I just wanted to give you some of these tokens that could benefit you. Another thing that I would do, I would go to the airport on the cargo side where they receive freight, ship freight. And I know some of you box truck drivers are familiar with delivering to the airports. Well, a lot of times what I would do, I would put a for hire sign on my truck, and I would sit out there in the parking lot, and you'll be surprised how many people need your services. But you may need to be TSA certified. But if that person that's willing to hire you, he's possibly TSA certified. And I've gotten great contracts just by doing that. I've met many manufacturers just by doing that. They had a dilemma. They couldn't pick up their freight last day of storage, and they hire you. And that's just another thing that I did to maximize my box truck. And it's just a lot of avenues and things like that box truck will lead you into just by having it. But I want to encourage you to keep your eyes open and be aware. And I'm going to give you more information. Be aware that there's many areas in box truck driving, many things that you can do. There's some areas that's more lucrative than others. I also want to tell you and teach you how to get your SCAC regulations so you can be a carrier. I want to teach you how to get TSA certified. Most of you may already know how to get a TWIC card. I want to give you the information on how to be hazmat certified. Also, in the business, I've learned how to write my own DOTs and MC numbers. So if you need that type of information, Miss Janice, she can, matter of fact, she can write you DOT MC number, and it's cheaper than what the government would do. As I said, so many different ways where you can utilize and maximize your box truck. And I want to thank you guys for just sitting there and listening. And hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and spend time with me, because I got more information that I want to give. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Day 2 on the white glove pack. Welcome back to the channel. This is James, the businessman. And I'm glad that you found yourself back at My Black Wallet Media, where everything I care about that's in my black wallet, such as my channel, that I talk about everything that I care about. As we discussed yesterday, we were doing a white glove delivery here at this location. No, I'm sorry, a white glove pickup, storage, and then later on a delivery. So we did get some things accomplished yesterday, but we didn't get accomplished what we really wanted to, because yesterday the house was really atrocious, really messy. I think I showed you that in the footage. And yesterday we focused on all the china, all the glasses, all the plates, and things like that. And we really packed up about 30 boxes of china. Real tedious. It was china everywhere. China in the bedrooms, china in the kitchen, china in the living room, even china in the bathroom, china in the closets. So actually what our process was to gather all the china and heavily foam it, heavily bubble wrap it, and then put it in boxes. Tape up the boxes, secure them on the truck. We were able to gather some furniture yesterday. So we ended up working till about 5 o'clock. Then we headed back to the warehouse, secured the truck, and this morning we got back to the warehouse about 8 o'clock this morning, and we offloaded the truck, and we're back here on site. So today we should be able to move at a decent pace, because we got all the fragile stuff out. We got a little china that I got a guy boxing up and things like that, but the rest of us will be loading the truck with the furniture. I am one man down. My foreman, Jaden, he had to take his newborn baby to the hospital because they had a scheduled appointment, which is my grandson. And so he should be back on the job around about, I would assume, about 12:30. I plan to be done here about 2. But you guys stick with us. And like I said, I want to give you the ins and outs of what we do. Again, this is James, the businessman. Hashtag businessman. Hashtag real life. Hashtag survival mode. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for some more content. So guys, just to show you what I'm working with. So I'm going to clean out this room, and I'm going to get this room loaded up into the truck. All these items will be packed into boxes. Even the clothes will be packed in clothing boxes. And in the closet here as well. But everything will be packed up. And then we will actually clean up the floor and things like that. That's something I just offered to do for her, because I know it'd be hard for her to do. That wasn't in the quote in the description of the job. But a lot of this stuff I would basically throw away. But the customer wants it, so we do what the customer wants, and we'll take all this stuff to the to my warehouse, and we'll shrink wrap the furniture, put it on pallets, and put it in storage, and then have my guys in the front area let you see that they are wrapping the final china, which they must have went to take a load outside already, but they'll be wrapping that china. That's the final china. We'll be also cleaning up the floor of this room. We'll be wrapping all that china and this china here. That room there, she told us not to touch. But like I said, she wants everything that's on the floor. And, to me, I don't think it's worth anything. But I guess it has sentimental value to her. So, like I said before, what's another man's trash is another man's treasure. So one thing that I do always when doing a job for my customers, I follow what they want detail by detail. and we give that to them. But anyway, I just wanted you to see what we're doing again. And again, this is a white glove pickup, a white glove storage, and a white glove delivery when it's ready to be delivered. My Black Wallet Media. This is James, the businessman. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So room number 1 is complete. It took a little time because, like I said, this is not your ordinary move. Whereas you just come in and pick up the furniture, take it to the truck, put blanket wrapping around it or whatever. It's not just that type of move. It's actually a white glove move, which means that we have to touch everything, protect everything, wrap everything, put everything in boxes, label the boxes, and things like that. But anyway, we completed this room. We'll be moving on to the next room. I would say that we about 70%, maybe 60% complete. And I'll show you what we did during this room. And the customer did let me know, because I was going to go ahead and clean up all the trash for her. But she did let me know that she hired a cleaning crew that's going to come in after us. And then after the cleaning crew, the carpenters are going to come in to restore her home. So she said I didn't have to worry about the trash. I'm kind of thankful for that. But we did clean this room out, got another room, and we got the front room. All right, you guys stay tuned. But I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see that I did get the room cleaned out and ready to move on to the next. All right, guys, as you can see, so the room is moved out. It's in the truck. It's ready to go to the warehouse, but we're not completely done yet. And again, what this is a white glove pickup, pack, and delivery. And let me tell you guys something that have a box truck. You don't have to own a warehouse to do white glove jobs, white glove pickup jobs, white glove delivery jobs. Now, if they want storage, you can either hold it over in your truck, put a lock on it, or you can get a storage room or something like that. But yeah, so you're not limited to doing white glove delivery jobs, white glove pickup jobs, white glove moving jobs if you don't have a warehouse. You just have to be creative. And that's what I want you guys to learn from me, that there's so many things that you can do in logistics. And you learn these things, and as you grow, you just add it to your line of business. Now, like I said, I don't do these jobs all the time, because first of all, I'd rather be busy enough where I don't have to do these jobs. So, but if the money is right, or if I'm a bit slow, then I'll do these jobs. But this line, this service line, this vertical is a good thing to have in your repertoire. You got to have several things so that you can be able to move forward. And one thing that I learned, another token, another nugget that I want to give you, that one line of business is not enough. And we're going to talk about that too, because things change, verticals change, product change, and the way they move it change, the lanes change, different things change, and you always want to be flexible. All right, guys, this is the businessman. We'll get back with you shortly. All right, guys, this is room number 2, and I'm going to do the same thing that I've done in room number 1. This is going to be a white glove pack. I'm going to pack everything that's on the bed in boxes. Also, I'm going to pack everything that's in this closet here, and also the bed and everything like that is going to be packed and put on the truck, and it's all going to be stored away into the warehouse. And so we're going to start with the bed first, the items on the bed, and then we will move forward. All right, the businessman, hashtag the businessman, hashtag real life, Hashtag survival mode. We're still on survival mode, guys. And you guys keep staying in touch with me. Stay tuned with me. And pray for me so that we can come up out of this situation that we're in. Like I told you, we ended up last year in the fourth quarter. We ended up pretty slow. We ended the year pretty slow. We didn't hit the margins we wanted to hit. So we started off the first quarter slow. But like I said, and y'all done heard me say this before, but I got my eyes lifted up toward the hills from where my help cometh from, and my help cometh from the Lord. But we gonna do it. We gonna keep pushing. We don't have no quit in us, and we don't have no fight in us. Hashtag the businessman. Hashtag real life. Hashtag the survival mode. We're doing at the final end of the job, doing a little cleanup, putting things on the truck, and getting ready to get out of here. It's been a tedious type of job. Like I said, it's not our usual white glove pickup. This was a white glove pickup, white glove pack, and a white glove delivery plus the white glove storage. And once we get these items to the warehouse, we're gonna have to unload the truck, and then we're gonna palletize the items and put it all up in a storage bin. Yeah, this just about took us almost 2 full days, and then even with the palletizing, that's probably gonna be another 4 to 6 hours. So we can end up getting about 20 to 22 hours on this job. Like I said, moving jobs normally don't take this much time, but this was a little different. And so we're going to give you a walkthrough so you can see what we did. Check out what we mean by white glove pack. All right, guys, we'll see you in a second. See, we packed up every room. And I told you guys in the beginning that I was going to clean up the house as well, but she did let me know that she hired a cleaning crew that would come in after us, and then they would clean up the floors, clean up the trash, clean up the debris, and then the carpenters, the restoration crew would come in and restore the house. I think they're going to put new flooring in. You see Robert's doing the final touches. Robert, you want to say hello to the meeting?
Hey, I do it.
Did you get it done today?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's what we do.
All right, we get it done. Yes, sir, we get it done. And so the other guys, they are out on the truck. And like I said, doing the final touches, loading the truck, tying the truck down, tying the merchandise down, organizing the truck so that when we get done back to the warehouse, we just unload. Now, we did have a load that we unloaded this morning. But anyway, guys, we'll see you when we get to the warehouse. All right, guys. So, just wanted you to see the finished product. This is what a white glove pick up and pack should look like. We did our part. Of course, there's some trash on the floor, but we sweeped it all into a corner. We got the living room done, and then all the furniture that was in here. We got all the plates and stuff that she had. We packed that stuff up, the china and all that. We hit the hallway. Hallway is done. You see? And also, the room is done, complete. And also, we have the master bedroom here. Now, she said for me not to worry about the trash. She got a cleanup crew. But just, as you can see, I did sweep the floors and sweep all the trash into an area where it'll make it easier for her to deal with. Now, guys, so this is what you call a white glove pickup and pack. Also, like I said, this is going to our warehouse for storage, and we will be charging for storage as well. And this job started yesterday from the time that we loaded the truck with our material, and this job will end once we finish palletizing at the warehouse. That means putting all her product on a pallet, putting shrink wrap around it, and putting it in storage bins. Then this job will be over. So we had 5 men on the job with the hourly salary rate, and it's going to calculate to about 22 hours plus our material plus our truck. It's going to probably be a 3-day usage on the truck plus our fuel plus our mileage, and I think that's about it. So I thank you guys. We're going to go to the truck now and let you see how we finished up in the truck. We got everything secured. We cleaned up our area outside and things like that. I already spoke with the customer. Customer is completely satisfied, and that's what we're looking for. We want to get that 5-star review. And I just thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It was a tough, tight job, but we got it done. Now this area over here, it wasn't our responsibility, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about this kitchen area. It wasn't our responsibility, so don't worry about that. But we're going out to the truck, let you see how we have the truck tied up. Everything is stationary. Everything is locked down. So when we travel, nothing will be moving. And there you go. And we're ready to go. The crew did their thing today, and we appreciate you guys. Again, it's the businessman. Real life, survival mode. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. We'll see you at the warehouse. We still got one more leg of this job left, and we're going to show you how we palletize and how we put things in the bin. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Hi, my Black Wallet Media. Well, we made it back to the warehouse. We unloaded the truck. We staged everything for now. As you can see, this is that white glove. This is that white glove pickup and pack. Brought it to our warehouse. We're going to palletize everything, and then we're going to put it in the racks. The good thing about a storage job is that these jobs make money as they sit. So once we get it palletized, put it in the rack. We sold the storage at about $1.89 per square foot, and it's probably going to be here 3 to 6 months. So it's like having money in the bank. So I'm thankful. We're thankful for that. The truck is empty, as you see. We're going to clean out the truck, and we're going to call it a day. We thank God for our crew that made it back. We still 1 man short, but we moving. We moving. As long as we got God on our side, we're going to make it happen. Excuse the warehouse is a little dirty, but we're going to get on top of that too. Like I said, we are in survival mode. My crew has been absent, but we got a bit of work coming. We got some another white glove job tomorrow, and we got a pickup come Monday, and we got some crating to do. So we thank you for you guys riding with us and having faith with us, because I believe as long as we got God on our side, we're going to make it, and we're going to come out of this challenge, you see. So I'm lifting up my hands to the hills from where my help cometh from, and my help cometh from the Lord, who has made heaven and earth. Like the Bible says, "Oh, lift up you heads, O ye gates, and praise ye the Lord, ye everlasting gates. Oh, lift up your heads, ye everlasting gates, and praise ye the Lord, so that the King of glory might come in." Who is the King of glory? The Lord God Almighty. So tomorrow, we are going to palletize that stuff and put it in the racks. We're going to go do a white glove assembly, and we're moving forward, and we're moving onward. The businessman, real life, survival mode. I'm so glad you guys was able to tune in. We went out to go get it, and we came back with it. The businessman, real life, survival mode. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and come back and see us tomorrow. My Black Wallet Media, where everything that I talk about, that I care about, that I love is in my wallet, and such is my channel. Have a good day.